brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Dr. Group leaves us in about 15 minutes, and we're going to have live coverage from Bilderberg. The reporters trying to go back in on video feeds and audio feeds. But finishing up on the super female vitality and the list of things of how they're targeting women. And I want to get back briefly into X2 because where it comes from, why it's so special. I mean, I really get excited about this. It doesn't just fund their operation, which gets the word out on all the fronts. They really know iodine's key to produce all our hormones. They've been blocking it. And as the word about this gets out, I mean, this is serious blow against the globalists.
Especially with Fukushima and everything like that, too. When I looked at all the minerals, like I said, I believe that everybody has a self-healing mechanism and all you have to do is clean your body. And that's really the secret to having perfect health, is just your body being clean. But when I started unfolding this whole iodine conspiracy and the fact that every single cell in your body needs iodine, and you need 20 to, let's say, 50 milligrams, which is 20,000 micrograms to 50,000 micrograms of iodine a day, and that everything depends on it, all your glandular system, everything. And then you start looking at the whole estrogen and all the other chemicals that are destroying the body at the same time and how it all works together. That's really one of the first things that I came out with, is saying, hey, listen, this is so important that everybody needs it. It's not like, hey, go take calcium, you know, half the people need it, half the people don't need it, or go take B vitamins or any type of those other minerals. Iodine is something that every single person needs. And if you're deficient in it, look at the children. You were talking about pregnancy and women. Women that are deficient in iodine during pregnancy, what are the symptoms? What happens to that baby? Mental retardation. I mean, they're attacking the brain and everything.
Spinal bifida.
Mental retardation, lower IQ.
I was reading it causes spinal development problems.
Well, of course, because iodine is needed in all of the reproductive system.
But they don't tell women you need that. You need flu shots.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, they're not going to tell you that you need iodine, but out of every single thing out there, I mean, if you look at iodine, you can just automatically tell that there's a conspiracy going on because of the fact that, look at the other halogens, fluoride, chlorine, and bromide or bromine.
They're assaulting us with stuff that's poisonous,
so they
while removing the good.
They assault us with chlorine, they assault us with fluorine or fluoride or compounds, and they assault us with bromine or bromide everywhere you turn. So those will still block the absorption of iodine in the body, and estrogen dominance blocks the absorption of iodine in the body. And getting back to the super female vitality, oh my gosh, I've got guys calling me up that they're like, this stuff is amazing. My wife is calm. I don't have get in fights with her anymore. Her libido is through the roof. You know, think about how many marriages, you know, you might save. I mean, I had one guy talking about, hey, my wife was reading that 50 Shades book and all that stuff, and my marriage is better now than it's been in the last 15 years, you know, with me taking the super male and her taking the super female vitality. The fact is, when you can, you know, the globalists trying to break everybody apart. So the solution is avoid all the things that they're doing and get your body back into shape and start balancing out everything.
They say get fluoride, don't get iodine. We want iodine.
Whatever
they say turn your guns in, we get guns.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's real simple.
So by taking a supplement, you know, ultimately in eliminating all these sources and doing your own research and educating yourself, you know, hey, that's going to create a. But
I mean, listen, the products you develop for InfoWarsLife.com are revolutionary. I mean, they just blow anything I've taken away. And I still look like hell, but I look a lot better than I looked just 6 months ago. And I'm working harder and playing harder than I ever have. And I'm telling you, when I need energy, when I need focus, it is Super Male Vitality, Survival Shield. Now I've got X2 Survival Shield, InfoWarsLife.com. I want to come back and finish up with how you produce X2, the latest product from InfoWarsLife.com, then live reports from Bilderberg 2014. in the near future.
When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. InfoWars building independent media operations.
Let the worst people get control and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime Directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
It's a popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars.
Alex Jones is now in an Austin jail.
These people are assaulting us.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.
You gotta set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. Intellectually, it's begun. You can feel it.
This is Scottish John for Infowars.com. I know that most of you here in this commercial already know about the New World Order, eugenics, and all the other issues covered here at Infowars. The question is, do your friends and family know? If not, then I want to know why. Oh, I know it's tough to talk about this with some people. They might call you names, or they just want to talk about sports or soap operas. I say, so what? There's a battle going on out there right now. The ammunition is information, and the soldiers are you. It's time to transform your game from passive listener to active participant. We from Scotland have had our skin in this game for the greater part of the last 1,000 years, and I'm still fighting. If we don't all stand up right now, we're going to lose everything. The InfoWar is worldwide. Tell your friends about InfoWars and let them know that InfoWars doesn't print bull. It's real journalism and news backed up by documented fact. Step up and take your friends and family to Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv and PlanetInfowars.com. The truth will set them free.
A chemical spill contaminating the water supply in 9 West Virginia counties.
This year alone, over 300,000 people in West Virginia had their drinking water contaminated.
What are the health effects of having these drugs in our drinking water?
It's forced medical treatment without the consent of residents.
My friends, water filtration is one of the most basic actions you can take to protect you and your family from the harmful toxins and heavy metals in your tap water.
On average, the county says it sprays with the glyphosate at least once a week.
Few filters cut out the glyphosate that is found in water supplies worldwide. Remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, hydrofluorosilicic acid, sodium hexafluorosilicate.
Fluoride, it is in tea, it's in coffee, it's in water, it's in bread, it's in toothpaste.
It is our responsibility to protect our families. The establishment's not going to do it. It's time to take action. It's time to filter our water. Visit InfoWarsStore.com and use promo code WATER to get 10% off their entire family of incredible products. Or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. It's Alex Jones.
Here's the Newsmax article from a couple days ago. Pregnant women should take iodine supplements, but not all iodine supplements are equal. We have had the best, the Survival Shield. We're going to keep selling it. It's excellent. Comes from the same great source, but now we have it even stronger in a new process that if you like the old Survival Shield, still available at InfoWarsLife.com, you're going to love the new Survival Shield X2. And it can all work together with the Fluoride Shield that has the nascent iodine and 5 other chelating properties, not just for fluoride detox, but other toxins. And then you're funding the very tip of the spear in the InfoWar. Be sure and support our local AM and FM affiliates and their sponsors as well. Dr. Group's only got 5 minutes left with us. Then we're going to go to Copenhagen, Denmark, with our reporters about to try to go into the Bilderberg Hotel, where the globalists are meeting. But going back to Dr. Edward Group, finishing up with how you produce the new X2 and why it's so much more powerful than the last one.
Well, it is, you know, like you said, it is all about supporting the Patriot movement. And, you know, these are the people that are aware of the need for iodine. And so the X2, the reason why it's different from the standard Survival Shield is almost double the strength. It's actually 650 micrograms per drop. So it gives you a lot more bang for your buck. And it's actually, you know, fairly right at the same price. when we get the crystals from deep in the earth, it goes through a process. It takes about probably a week to 2 weeks, and that purification process purifies the crystals to 99.99% pure. That is unheard of. Then we get the crystals in our facility, and they go through a process of stabilizing the crystals and actually infusing them into a vegetable glycerin matrix in a nascent form, which means they're active or they're monatomic. They're in atomic iodine form, and it actually becomes stabilized in that form.
That's the difference. It's so bioavailable, it goes right into the blood. Because all I know is with the alcohol base, these other systems, we've called the companies, they go, oh, we just dump regular old iodine into this and just stir it with a spoon.
Yeah, well, you know what? Iodine is very caustic, too. So you have to have all glass equipment, or it has to be silicone platinum tubing. I mean, the equipment involved alone to keep it all non-toxic. A lot of companies out there aren't going to put that much money into their equipment and their supplies, and they're going to run it through stainless steel, or they're going to run it through metal or aluminum or anything like that that might contaminate the product in the end and make it. See, in a nascent form, you got to make sure that it doesn't come in contact with a lot of things because you'll lose that charge. So the whole purpose of doing it all in glass is that it's not going to come in contact with metal, or it's not going to bond to anything.
How long do you think the new X2 lasts?
The X2, I don't know, because we just came up with it. So, you know,
But like you said, like a fine wine, I've noticed the Super Male and stuff seems to get better with time. But if this has a charge, does it get least good with time?
Well, iodine there's no way to stop iodine, no matter what kind of iodine product you have, from gassing out. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, we try to do it the best to where, you know, any other product out there that's in an alcohol base or anything like that, probably after 2 years, you're going to lose half the strength. We haven't tested the X2 yet, obviously, because it just came out. But it's always best to take iodine, you know, since you need it really every day or every other day. You know, I take it pretty much every single day. I give it to my kids. I just know the importance of it. I mean, you can pull up tons of research and videos online on YouTube and on Google about the importance of iodine. You know, that's why they took it out of the food supply. And right now, really, the only pure grade and the highest grade source is the X2. You cannot find anywhere in the world. There is no other place that's producing, or that's going to even take the time and the effort to produce a high-quality iodine like this is right here.
It's coming right out of the ancient deposits. Do we know, getting it 7,000 to 12,000 feet, do the geologists think they know how it got deposited? Was it volcanic? Was it oceans?
It was an ocean. It's a salt ocean deposit from millions and millions and millions of years.
So it's an alluvial plume.
It's an alluvial plume, and it's the highest concentration, and it's actually located in the United States, so fairly in the middle of the United States. So it's really...
So that ancient sea.
You know, back then when it was just pure. Now all the other iodine companies out there are getting their sources from actually China and Japan.
Well, and we're not knocking the other competition. It's just that this is so good, and you're really getting something. How old do they think it is?
What, the deposit?
Yes.
Millions of years, like 200 million, 300 million years old.
Unbelievable.
Something like that. And so here you have, but think about all the, I'm not knocking other iodine products. You know, look, a tricycle will get you to where you want to go, but so will a Bentley. You know, this is the difference between something that is extremely good for you and something that might, you know, still put iodine in your system, but it's all about the best is the best, you know, and that's what I'm all about. I don't want to give anybody something that's not, that their body's going to have to break down.
And this product is a lower price than the other leading competitors, and there's just no comparison.
Oh, there's no way you can get this. This is the highest concentration per drop of any iodine out there except for Lugol's, but Lugol's is a potassium iodide. There is no nascent iodine formula on the market that goes over 500 micrograms per drop. This is 650 micrograms per drop.
Well, I am just so blessed, and thank God and all our supporters, the fact that you work exclusively with InfoWars, life.com, and are advising us, and we've just getting nothing but rave reviews on all the products. One sleepy review on the super feminine vitality. I'm going to have you talk to that person and find out what they may be on that's causing that. But just great job, Dr. Edward Group. from the Global Healing Center. This is all available on InfoWarsLife.com. I hope you'll